Hi guys, I'm Josh.
And I'm Ramsey.
And we're the Honey Jars. And we played Hanabi.
Hanabi.
No, Hanabi.
Hanabi.
So Hanabi, we chose this game because it's about fireworks and it's the 4th of July weekend here in America.
In America.
In the United States.
Yes.
Of America.
So we've been trying to play with different ideas. So we just got back from VidCon, hence why there was not a video last week. So our deepest apologies. I thought I could have sworn we had.
I thought so too, but we must have messed up.
So we've been just playing with different ideas. So normally we would just put the whole live stream up and just put it on there. But I didn't feel like that was a really good format for a YouTube video.
It just wasn't working. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue to do our live stream on Sunday, but it'll go straight to Twitch. And Twitch will be the only location where you can find the live stream in its entirety.
Session.
In its entirety will be on Twitch. For YouTube, because we want to try and play some more complicated games, but the people of YouTube don't seem to want to watch a 2.5-hour video. And
How dare they?
I don't blame you. That's not what YouTube is for, right? So, I mean, at least it doesn't seem like it is. So, although there's like videos, like 5-hour videos of dogs barking that have like 10 million views or something. But anyway,
I don't think they're like consistent
they're not,
views.
Yeah, no. But anyway, so what we're going to try and do...
That guy that counted to 100,000.
Yes. So what we're going to try and do is... we will put the live streams up on Twitch, and then for YouTube on Mondays, we will have...
Today.
This one. Kind of a... like a...
Post-mortem?
Yeah, like a post-mortem review.
We don't know what to call it yet, because it's not really like a type of video we've done, because it's going to be like part blog, part explanatory. We do want to let you know how the basic mechanics of the game work.
Yeah, kind of our thoughts on it. And then show snippets from the from the live stream or something if something exciting happened or whatever. You know what I mean?
And we don't really know what we're
things.
calling that quite yet.
No, we don't really have a title or anything, but because it's not really a Honey Jars play,
and it's not really Honey Jars Inform, and it's not really it's the Honey Jars.
I don't know.
Bananas.
I don't know. But anyway, so if you have any ideas for that, let us know.
Yeah, let us know because we're just.
But yeah, so Hanabi. Let's talk about Hanabi.
Hanabi.
Okay.
First off, the theme of Hanabi. So, Hanabi is a game where you are creating fireworks, and it is a cooperative game. So the way that the rules work is you're going to have a hand of cards, and you're trying to play the cards onto a certain, like, almost like a solitaire tableau. Yeah,
so the cards in Hanabi are 5 different colors, and they range in value from 1 to 5. Right? So I can't find the blue one, but here we go. So 2, 3, 4, 5. And so the goal of the game is to get them laid out in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of each color. Okay? There are 3 1s, 2 2s, 2 3s, 2 4s, and 1 5 of each color.
Right.
So you can't start with the blue 3, for example. You have to start with a 1. Right?
Yes.
But you can get all 5 ones out first, or you can do all of the blues at first, or like whatever.
So it's cooperative, so you're working as a team. So unlike other card games, you don't know what cards are in your hand.
Right.
Everyone else knows what cards are in your hand, so it gets a little bit tricky.
You hold them face out like Ramsey is.
And 2 players is really difficult.
2 players was rough.
Difficult. Yeah.
It's very, very rough.
It was not
just
easy
not enough
peasy
cards
lemon
visible.
squeezy. It was difficult, lemon, difficult.
Yeah, there's just not enough cards visible to everyone, and that's why it makes it very hard, because you can only see the 5 other cards that are in someone else's hand. So if you don't get any 1s out, which is what happened to us,
right?
You end up with cards that you just end up having to discard, and then you...
and it was funny, so like we may have had some technical difficulties. Oh my god.
Look out.
So that happened. With the light falling down, and it was kind of a rough start because we hadn't streamed in such a long time.
So once you have your hand of cards, what's going to happen is that the person next to you will end up giving you clues.
So this is actually a really bad example, but we're gonna go with it.
You just looked at them. So there's these tokens.
We're not really playing. It's okay if I know.
There's these little tokens. There's a whole bunch of them that indicate. Oh no! Why do you have to make a mess all the time? Was it not sufficient to be like, here are the tokens, instead of being like, look, Here are the tokens. Is that more visible to everyone at home?
Because you never know.
Oh.
Maybe that's how people learn in different ways. So
right.
maybe they learn by throwing all the components on the
Yes, that is somehow easier for you to learn. Anyway, these tokens represent clues. So you'll start with all of them, but as you spend the clues, they get flipped over to show that they've been spent, and then you have to discard a card to get the clue back. So when you give a clue to your players, okay, to someone, you will choose a person. With 2 people, there's only one other person to choose.
Right.
But when you give a clue, you can either say the color or the number of a card. But this is the key thing that makes it difficult. Whatever thing you choose, color or number, you must include all of the cards that match that characteristic. So, for example, given his hand, right, I could say that these 2 blue cards, okay, I could say these 2 cards are blue. But I could not say these 2 cards are 1s, because he also has a 1 here. So if I wanted to say that they were 1s, I'd have to include all 3 of those cards. And that could make it difficult, because I might only want him to play 1 of them, for example, right?
So maybe on a later turn, he tells me, like, so you gave me the clue, like, okay, I know that these are all
These are all 1s, and then I could go, these 3 cards are red. And
okay,
now he
so
knows
now I know that this is
that's
a red
one.
1 that I can play.
Right.
This is actually a terrible hand.
Yeah, you got a 1, 2, 3 in red. That's pretty good.
It's
actually way better than the hands we started with,
oh
when we were all 5s
the
and
hands
4s.
Were terrible.
Well,
and then
Athena wants to come visit you.
Hello. Some of the people that use clues give clues in different ways, and we learned that, maybe the way that I give clues was not as great as Josh would have wanted to receive his clues.
You have to give me something.
Okay. These cards are all 4s. I know. There you go.
I knew that these 2 were
I know.
4s.
Well, somebody had to have it. You needed to know something.
You couldn't have given me a color that would have been useful?
Why? There's 4s and 5s.
I didn't know what this was, but anyway. All you told me is that this is a 4. That's the only new information.
Yeah. What did you want from me?
The other thing that gets me about this game is the discarding mechanism, right? So one of the things that people like to do with their discards is that they designate one direction of their hand from which they will discard. So if nobody says anything, this would be the next card I discard, for example, right? So some people like to draw to the closed and discard from the open side of your hand or something like that. So what that allows you to do is, when you're looking at someone's hand, if this is a 1 that you've already got played down, for example, it's okay for them to discard that. So don't bother giving them a clue about it, because the clues would be better spent giving to someone else who might be able to play something. But if you do that incorrectly...
What?
If you do that incorrectly... For
I
example,
didn't do it incorrectly.
We had all agreed on the way to do it.
No, because I...
And then you went and did different things. Check this out.
I will discard this card then.
You are a fucking moron.
No, I'm not a moron.
What do you know about this card?
Nothing.
Then why the fuck did you
Because I
that was
want
the one that was in your goddamn discard slot. It was in your discard slot. The whole reason you have a discard slot is so that if there's a card in danger there, you can let them know about it. And if you don't let them know about it...
If you would just discard the cards that I told you
I
are
know nothing
ones,
about any
you
more
know
of these
another
cards.
one.
I swear to God. These are fucking ones.
Yeah, but, I mean, that wasn't... Okay.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep.
You're right. I will accept that you are correct, and...
Do you know how much time we'd save if you would just start off with that acceptance as a given? So this discarding thing that I just talked about, right? So that's a little bit meta.
Right.
Okay.
So some people play the game incredibly meta.
Very, very meta.
Because table talk is so there's a rule, like there's no table. I mean, we probably did more table talk than we should have.
But that's partly because of you at home, right? We're trying to give information to the stream and explain our thoughts and so forth. But yes, some people though take it very serious meta, right? Where it's like, if I tell you this card is white, that means play it.
Or
you like, or
if I told you that, like, the card you just drew was a 2, then that means it's playable, or
it must be the 2 that I want you to play, or something. Yeah, it's yeah. Which,
or you know, someone draws a card, and you tell, like, the player before them,
right,
what they're like. You give a clue.
Okay, hang on. This is best illustrated.
Yes.
Okay, let's say, for example, that's your hand. Okay, and then let's say
no, get a yellow 3 for yourself.
I'm working on it, dude. I was going to get a red 4 because that also works.
Oh yes.
Okay, so and then, for example, suppose this is Ramsey's hand. Okay, notice that he has a red 3. All right. Let's say he knows he has.
I just drew a red.
No, you have. Yeah.
I just drew a red 3.
You just drew the red 3. All right? And so the person sitting next to Ramsey over here, right, whoever that might be, is going to look at my hand and tell me that this is a red 4.
Or a 4.
Okay? And on the table, this red 2 is what we're on. Okay?
So I'm supposed to infer, because I can see Josh, I'm like, why would you give him that clue?
Why would you tell me that I have a red 4?
I must assume that the card that I just drew is that playable red 4, because I hadn't been...
3.
Or red 3.
That would allow us to play a 4 on top of it.
They say it was a red 4. Yeah.
So does that make sense? So by telling me that I have a 4 that's playable, that is not playable yet because we're missing a 3... that tells Ramsey that he needs to play the 3 that he just drew. You know, does that make sense?
Knowing that Josh has had that 4 for a while, and why is he just
why would they just now tell me
about it?
Yeah. Now, so we don't like to play that way because it's a little bit more meta than normal. Also, with 2 players, it's very difficult to do that.
You can't really do that with 2 players.
But yeah, like when we play it with a group of people, it's fine if that naturally happens. Right? If you just kind of, maybe that's what, okay. But to discuss it in advance and agree upon it before you start the game is a little bit meta for us.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm not saying it's cheating. It's just not the way we...
But it's cheating! No, I'm just kidding.
It's just not the way we like to play.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, I'm sorry, Athena. I made her mad.
You scared the doggy.
I made her mad.
Hi, dear Fingers. Come back and sit with Daddy.
No, she just wanted to shift over.
Oh, okay. That's a go babies.
We're filming.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I just can't help it. She's so adorable.
Look at her. She is so precious.
She's adorable.
Oh, big yawn.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a good girl.
Good girl.
So this game is also available in a tile format, right? So we have both sets, actually. This is the card version, which is a little bit more portable. And then the tile version is...
stinky.
Well, yeah, it's kind of got some kind of a weird smell, plasticky outgassing.
I think it'll air out eventually.
But they're basically like mahjong tiles, really thick mahjong tiles with the individual symbols and things on them. It's really cute. I like it a lot. It's certainly more durable than the cards, but it's a little bit smelly.
It is, yeah. Also, cards are easier to hold and manage because, another thing you can do...
With the tiles, you don't have...
So another one of those, like, not necessarily meta things, but just, like, best practices is, okay, I have information, like, I know on my cards. The back of the cards have different areas on them, too. So I might flip my card a certain way so I remember what it is, or I might turn it a specific way. You
can see that they are not the same upside down as they are right side up, right? On the backs. So a lot of people will like to flip one around if they know something about it.
So like, all right, I know all these are 2s, so I might just flip them in a certain way to I know that, okay, these are my 2s.
Come
on. Oh. Yes. Yes, precious.
Oh,
she's
and
precious. Down. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye.
So yeah.
So overall, as far as a co-op game, I really enjoy it. It's a nice filler game. It feels like a good, like, hey, like, we're waiting for some people to come to the store, like, you know, do you want to just play a little bit of Hanabi or something like that? It doesn't take very long. It's only like half an hour.
Yeah, it's not super long.
It's a really nice little filler. I enjoy it.
So, and there are many ways to lose. Actually, there's only one real way to lose, but you can get a worse score. Right? So your score is basically the cards you have at the end, right? So the highest number card you had... card you have for each color, right? So a perfect score in a 5-color game is 25 points, right? So all the 5s. We ended up with 22.
No, less than that. I think it was
5, 5, 5, 4, 3.
55543
22
is 22. That is how math works.
We did pretty good.
Although I think we cheated, because I think you're only supposed to...
Oh, did we play an extra turn?
I think we played an extra turn than we needed to.
So we weren't quite sure how it ended. But
I was like, because I know it's the last card. We don't play it that often.
No. And so the other way...
Not that we don't like it, we kind of have a lot of games.
Yes. The only way to lose, really, is...
to blow up.
Yeah, to blow up. There's these bomb tokens. And when you play a card, if you say, I'm going to play a card from my hand, and it's not playable because it's like, it doesn't, it's not consecutive on the available spaces, then you flip over one of these bomb tokens. And when you flip over the fourth bomb token, then you blow up and you lose. So,
Fuse. They're fuses.
Fuses. Well, to a bomb. Yeah. Anyway. Or to an explosion. I guess it's the fireworks are blowing up on you or something like that. Anyway. The other thing, there is a sixth color, the rainbow color.
Rainbow.
Right? And the way it works is that it's a
rainbow.
All the way. It works like a sixth color, right? In that you have to complete it from 1 to 5, just like all the other colors. But when you're giving a clue, it acts as though it's one of the existing colors. So, for example, if this was Ramsey's hand, and I wanted to tell him that I wanted him to play this red too, I would have to tell him that these 2 cards are red, because this one counts as red. And then if I wanted to tell him that it's yellow, these 2 cards are yellow.
So now I've been told that this card
is both red and yellow. What could it be?
It's probably a rainbow.
But that makes it a lot harder. To add the rainbow cards really does change the difficulty in a great deal. So, yeah. So Hanabi.
So we really enjoyed it.
We did.
It's harder with 2 players, though. Absolutely.
It's definitely more difficult with 2 players.
Oh my gosh. So if you did miss our live stream, that's going to be on our Twitch. You can check it in our highlights, our past broadcasts. You can check that out in the link below.
Yep.
Also, comment down below, let us know what you think of this video. If you want to see...
If the format's working,
or... If you want to see us go more in-depth with rules... more in depth with what we enjoyed about it, or maybe
the goal here is to keep the videos on YouTube a little bit shorter, and make the full playthrough available for those who are interested on Twitch.
Been doing this almost a year now.
About a year.
So reevaluating and seeing what's working, what's not working.
Yep.
That's why I'm really excited actually that we've been doing more of the board game stuff and have been able to start doing the live stream of board games, because I think that's really cool. I think we have a good potential to do a lot of really cool things. Like, even if we just talk about, like, I don't even know what we're gonna, and let us know like what we should call it in the comments. Like, if you have a good idea, like the 411B. I'm terrible with ideas on
not that.
Like on
we're gonna call it
dime.
Not That.
We're gonna call it Not That. Hey, welcome to the Honey Jars, and this is another Not That video.
Yes. But yeah, if you liked what you saw, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click that subscribe button over there.
No,
I think it's over there.
I don't know where it is.
I think it's over there.
Regardless of where it is, taking the time to subscribe would mean a lot to us. And
it
when
does
you do
make
subscribe,
a big difference.
make sure to ring the bell. That way you get notifications when our videos do come up.
Yep.
And you can be the first to comment and let us know what you think.
Yeah. And all our social media stuff is down there in the doobly-doo, as well as another video down over that direction.
Yeah, so we post on our social media for board game nights and stuff like that, or just in our personal lives. Like, all of our pictures from our trip to Disneyland and VidCon from last week are on Instagram. So if you want to check those out too, that'd be awesome. We'd really appreciate it.
Yep. And until next time, guys, remember to
be excellent to each other. Bye, guys.